Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing I'm going to be talking about makeup that I've cleaned out of my collection. I have this like whole box that's full of makeup that I've cleaned out that I don't keep in my regular collection. If it's stuff that needs to be thrown away, I'm going to try and throw that kind of stuff away, like anything that's dried out. But yeah, there's quite a bit in here, so let's just go ahead and get into it. So the first thing I have is this eyeshadow palette. It used to have writing on it, but it doesn't now. I had to use this for guard makeup, and it has a few matte shades, but they're mostly shimmer shades. I'm gonna swatch a few. So this first one is like a matte white shade and you can't really see it, but the other ones are like matte or like shimmer shades. The darker two aren't that good, but this the bronzy one is a really good one. And it's the one I actually had to use the most. When I use this palette, so that's probably why we use that palette. But yeah, I mean, I think I'm going to keep it because that bronzy shade is really nice. I just don't know how well the other shades work. But yeah, I want to say this might have been like this might have been like LA Color or something like that. I'm not really sure. But yeah, if you know, then let me know. I just know that it has like a batch number on the back, but all the stuff got faded off because it stayed in my guard makeup bag for the whole season, and that's a scary place. So the next thing is an LA Color eyeshadow palette in the shade Lucky. I also had to have this for guard makeup. And like, my problem is like the shades were like lackluster. Like that's all 6 shades, and they're just kind of like the top 3 shades I had to like layer a second time just now. Again, it'll probably be something I'll keep, like if I ever want to do like a St. Patrick's Day tutorial, but it's probably going to stay in this box of makeup I don't actively keep in my collection. And I'm not like trying to do eyeshadows first, I'm just kind of grabbing things out and just swatching it. So this is an e.l.f. eyeshadow. It came in a set. It's like a chocolatey brown shimmer shade. I mean, and it's a really nice like shimmer shade. It doesn't have a shade name on it, it just has a number. I know it came in a set, so that might be why. I mean, it's a really nice shimmery shade. I just don't reach for it that often, so it's just one of those things, I have it but I don't really reach for it. And this is the other one that was in that set, and it's like a silvery metallic, and it's kind of very light. I used to use these two in conjunction and do like this in the one, like the inner part of my eye, and this in the outer part, even though this is like a shimmery one. And it always looked fine. It's just I've kind of gravitated towards other eyeshadows now that I don't really feel the need to use those ones. But because they still work, I don't want to get rid of things that still work just because it's kind of wasteful, but I don't have anywhere I can donate it. So the next thing I have is this CoverGirl blush. I also had this for guard makeup, and it's like a hot pink, like bright pink blush. Like whenever we did this, we had to put tape on our cheeks and then put this on, so like basically like contour our face with this hot pink blush. It was questionable, but I mean, again, it's one of those things, I'll keep it because it's not like dried out. So the next thing I have is this Hard Candy Take Me Out liner in Nugget. It's a gold eyeliner. It's very, very rough. And again, another guard makeup thing. I'm just kind of trying to speed through this because my camera's close to dead. So then I have an e.l.f. Smoky Quad, and it has base, lid, crease, line. I mean, it's just a smoky eye kit. I'm pretty sure I got that for free one time when I ordered makeup through e.l.f. And I have an e.l.f. Expert Liquid Liner, and I think it's in the shade Black. It's just a brush tip liner, which I used to use all the time, and this is actually still really like pigmented. I think I might put it back in my collection and see if I reach for it, because I used to like always use those, and I used to be really good at like doing wings with brush tip liners. And then I have another e.l.f. liquid liner in Midnight, and it's just a really deep blue. See, this is one though that like I don't really reach for because I don't really wear blue liner, and I think the blue I know came in that set with those two eyeshadows. And then I have a Clean Color matte eyeshadow primer, and it's just sort of lackluster for me because it blends out, but it's like, I don't know, it's just kind of eh. And like when I got it, it was busted on the bottom, so I had to like tape it shut. So I feel like I should just end up getting rid of it because it's kind of dry now, but it's just kind of lackluster again. And then I have this Maybelline Color Tattoo Crayon in Gold Rush. It's just a crayon eyeshadow. It's another guard makeup thing, and that'll be a very common trend, I feel. And then I have the, ew. Okay, that was kind of gross. And then I have the Hard Candy Glamouflage. Just anytime I ever wear this, it's just so thick that it just makes me look cakey, and it's like really light, like too light for me. And like I have this in the shade Ivory, and Ivory I generally is what I wear, and it's just kind of, I don't know, it's just not my thing. And then this is a L'Oreal Paris Infallible eyeshadow in Liquid Diamond. Again, another guard makeup thing. It's just like a silvery purple. And next I have this knockoff Modern Renaissance palette, and these are, and it has like the brush and everything. The brush itself is actually really nice, but this this palette is just sort of, it's just definitely not as pigmented as the actual Modern Renaissance. And I want to get the actual Modern Renaissance and then do like a head-to-head with this. But it's just buying the Modern Renaissance. And then I'm just gonna go through and swatch all these swatch a bunch of lip colors because I have a whole bunch in here. This is Wet n Wild Blind Date. And I'll show you swatches. Okay, Blind Date. Dark Pink Frost. Jordana matte lipstick and Matte It Girl. Another Jordana in Matte Adorable. This is a Truly Yours Your Lip Crayon, and it's in the shade Burgundy. And then I have this e.l.f. Lip Balm in Nude. And then I have a Wet n Wild in What's Up Doc. e.l.f. in Wine Tour. e.l.f. in Rosy Go Round. e.l.f. in Berry Sweet. This is one of their tinted chapsticks. e.l.f. in Bordeaux Beauty. Wet n Wild in Pink Ice. Alright, so I had to charge my camera, but I'm just going to jump right back in where I was. I think I was swatching lip colors, so the next one I have is Black Orchid by Wet n Wild. And then I have this Wet n Wild Mega Last liquid lipstick, and I Can Bear It. I have another one in Cherry on Top, or Can I Make You Blush? This one's Can I Make You Blush. So, Can I Make You Blush? And then this one is Cherry on Top. And then I have this LA Girl Pro Conceal, and it's not that I don't like this product, it's just that this shade in particular is too dark for me, so I just don't wear it. I just don't reach for it because it's too dark. And then I have another this is a CoverGirl eyeshadow quad. I I don't exactly know why I have this, because it's definitely not colors that I would wear. I mean, I don't think I've ever actually used this. I don't even know where it came from. I have the Naked Smoky palette. I've used this quite a bit on my channel. I just don't reach for it. I mean, they're pretty shades, don't get me wrong, especially that goldy color. They're pretty shades. I just never reach for it. I create my smoky looks other ways that I just never reach for it. Which is kind of sad, because, I mean, I didn't pay the full $54. I only paid $27 for mine. So I got it, like, last year around Christmas when it was on sale. But still. And then I have this Wet n Wild Nude Awakening palette. I mean, it's pretty, and like this black is like a very deep black. It's just, it's again, I don't ever reach for it. And like, I've done a full face of Wet n Wild, which is why I even have that. But it's just not something I ever reach for. And then I have this e.l.f. blush in Candid Coral. And it's just a peachy tone blush. It was supposed to be, I think this one's supposed to be the one that's supposed to be the dupe for NARS Orgasm, but it's not. And I have another one in Tickled Pink, which is also peachy, but this one, the Candid Coral has like a sheen to it, while Tickled Pink does not. Then I have a Wet n Wild a Wet n Wild lipstick in Wine Room. And then I have the Color Icon bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. It's just a very light bronzer. I just don't reach for it. That's a lot of this is the stuff I've taken out because I never reach for it. And this is the one, and oh my goodness. And this one is in Reserve Your Cabana. I'm gonna have to fix that because that one's broken. But I generally use that as a highlight because it gives a nice natural sort of sheen. But I'm gonna have to fix that because that's broken. And then I have the e.l.f. Baked Highlighter and Blush Duo in Rose Gold. So here's the highlight, here's the blush. I'm not a fan of like shimmery blushes, and the highlight's pretty. Again, it's just I never reach for it, and it's that baked highlight, and you have to like scrape off the top layer, and like I've gotten down there, but it's just I never reach for it. I think I might do a full face of products I've taken out of my collection. And then I have this e.l.f. hydrating primer. I like the pore filling one better, so I took this one out. I have the Urban Decay primer potion. Now this isn't good. I just prefer concealer for my eyeshadow primer, because for me personally it just works better. And then I have the e.l.f. translucent powder, but this one is for one, when you open this, it gets everywhere. But two, it has like glitters, and not that you can really tell because it's like a translucent powder, but it has like glitter in it. And then I have this Aurora eyeliner. It's really watery. And like, it's not very full. Like, it used to be really good, but now it's just, I don't know what happened to it, but it's just like really watery. And then there's this Hard Candy Glamouflage like concealer, like pencil. And it's just so rough. I mean, it's really light too, but it's just so rough that I've never used it like actually on my face. I don't think. And I just have two mascaras. This one didn't really do much for me, and this one I probably need to throw away. And then the last thing I have are some stick foundations. I have a Maybelline Fit Me like stick foundation. It's just always on my skin. It looks very dry, and I mean, it's not that it's a bad color match, it just doesn't look very good. And then I have the Fit Me Matte and Poreless. In 112, and the stick foundation was in 120, and for like me 112 just isn't a good color match. And anytime I blend this out of my face, I look really cakey. Like, even people with dry skin say that they can wear this and it looks fine, but on me it just looks really cakey. And the last product I have is this e.l.f. Flawless Finish Foundation in the shade Buff. And this is just in here because that's not my shade. Like, and the thing was is I used to wear this. Like, I used to be dark enough to where I could wear that. But that was whenever I had band camp and I was outside and it was, you know, sunny. But now I don't go outside, so. But yeah, that is it for what I've taken out of my collection. If there's anything I don't reach for that you have any tips on, let me know. Or if there's products that, you know, you've taken out of your collection, let me know some of them. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.